Hey guys, how's it going? A little update on what's going on in the shed, what we got up to and where we are and what we're doing next. So as you're pretty aware, my electric chopper bike is done. I'm just waiting for a clear day so I can take it out for a bit of a spin, make sure it, it goes and stops. Fingers crossed everything's alright that side of it. I think it will be, but who knows. I did build it. Obviously we might as well go on to what we're doing next. So I've started ordering a few bits for the next build. Obviously the dummy tank. That's actually a way of getting some airbrushing done to it already by my brother. So if you need any airbrushing, tap him up. I've ordered things like the cap for the tank, pedals, got brand new pedals going on it, because the ones that are on all of my builds are a bit scuffed and rusty, so we're going to replace them with brand new. Basically done a bit of a tick list of what I want, or wish list of what I need, and that's the bike frame getting sandblasted and powder coated as well, so that should be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm in two minds whether to keep the original forks that are on it, because they are pitted. I will show you what I mean. I'm going to sand them down and see how bad they are, or I might just replace them altogether. I've seen some on eBay and they're looking like they're coming out about 120 quid up to about 200 depending on what style you want. So that's doable if the customer wants to pay. One thing that's left to do on my build, this is the kickstand, which anyone that's seen one of these or drove one of these will know. To me it's too high. The bike tends to, once you put them on, it rocks. It either rocks forward or back depending on if you've got an electric motor on the front. So what I want to try and do is shorten them, so probably come down to about here and bend them out. So when I kick them down, it should pretty much stay level, and I think they'll, one, stop it rocking, and two, look a bit better. Or I'll probably just completely, but we will see. Let's go on to our builds. So I've got five options. I bought 5 frames. 3 frames are just frames, literally just a frame with a couple of little odds and sods on them, but not forks or seats. And then I've got 2 full bikes. Don't mean to stick my fingers up here. I've got 2 full bikes. One's better than the other, but I've just discovered that the red one is actually slightly bigger. So the OCC Stingray chopper bikes, they're actually coming in a few different sizes. I think there's obviously a kids one, an adults one, and then there's an even bigger one. It's probably only 6 centimeters bigger, which isn't a great deal, but it's enough for me to actually put the battery or get a different style battery on this one. Forks are a bit longer as well. I'll show you my options. So as we know, this is my bike. It's looking rather cool, rather sexy with the new forks on. And then we've got these 2 frames here, and we've got things like wheels and more wheels. This is the other bike. What I've discovered is this point to this point is actually bigger than obviously these ones by quite a lot. It doesn't look it, but it actually is. And then obviously your forks from there to there are actually bigger as well. If you look, this one is from that point there to that point there. It's 31 centimeters, 32 at a push. And this one, from that point to this point, 38. So it's like 6 centimeters bigger. The front forks from there to the top is 78. There to the top is 71. So as you can probably see, these are really rusty, and I did try getting them, cleaning them up a bit, and they did come up a bit, but still pitted. So we need to work out what we're going to do with that. As you can see, this one's had better days. All of the brakes are bent and knackered basically, even the front ones are all bent. So this has not been looked after. the wheel is been painted and looks a worse for wear. The seat has actually got some mad green stuff growing out of it, so we're going to strip this down and see what's left of the foam. We might have to replace that. Handlebars are going out anyway, not worried about that. So I made this dummy tank, so I got the measurements off of eBay of how big the battery is. The idea is to have it here. The actual battery I want to get is actually, it does come across like that. I do think it will actually go in, because there to there it should go. So I'm fairly confident I can order that battery without wasting it, or if it doesn't, I can always put the battery like that. Still think that looks kind of cool. We'll just make some sort of plate going up. Obviously if you look, it fits within there, or failing that we could put it here, could stick it outside, you know, that would look quite cool as well. Misses everything, so it fits. And then worst case scenario would be there, which I don't want that, because I like the petrol tank style we're going with. Talking of petrol tanks, this is one I bought off of Facebook. I've already grinded out the pole like that there. Obviously the seat has to come up, it's too far down. You know, that's kind of cool. So just a little bit of an update of what's going on in the Northside Customs workshop, or tiny little shed, depending on how you want to see it. This is that post I'm always banging my head on. There is one thing I want to do to my bike. I'm actually going to take the back wheel off and have it repainted, because it's starting to chip off where I've got those stupid brakes squeezing it. I think what I'm going to do is we are going to strip this red bike in the next couple of weeks and have it sent away to be sandblasted and powder coated, and then I will spend hours and hours and hours buffing up the front forks. We'll take all the bearings out and grease them all up, clean them up, grease them up. We will recover the seat, then it'll just be a case of waiting for the parts to come in, so it's all go, so to speak. I've got some really cool ideas for it. It's going to be white with copper pipes for the brake levers coming down, copper pipe coming up from the electric motor as well. Going to use micro bore, just feed it through and bend it round. I think that looks kind of cool. And obviously it's going to be white and gold with whatever design my brother decides to do. Just left it fully up to him, showed him a couple of ideas of what I like and what I want, and just said, just you do whatever you want, and obviously I'll be happy with whatever you come up with. So as always guys, thank you for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe somewhere down the bottom, and I'll catch you in the next one.